Hi everyone, how you doing? Stephen here, back with another video. This one, I'm going to put the title of it for. The title will be God Bless Paddy the Baddy. Um, Paddy, the UFC fighter, 27-year-old man from Liverpool, 23rd of July, after he had a big fight, he beat a man by the name of Jordan Leavite. I believe I said pronounced his last name right. He beat him in a fight at UFC London, the post, and then, it wasn't really the fight that was memorable. It was the post-fight interview. Paddy talked about, he mentioned about his friend Ricky. Ricky, 2 days before that, had committed suicide. And Paddy talked about saying that, really for guys, mentioning about the stigma with mental health, really just pleading for guys to just, talk, speak to someone, about how you're feeling, your struggles mentally, you know, you know, you shouldn't have this big thing in you about not talking and thinking, oh, it's uncool or it's weak to speak about these things. And this interview really has spoke to a lot of people. And I mean, I'd go one better and say that that saved lives. I know the True Geordie guys, they were speaking about that. I mean, I really, yeah, I believe that that what he said, his words, saved lives. And another thing he had said, Paddy, was, he'd rather have that late night phone call with a friend. He'd rather have that than turn up to his funeral. And the thing is, I mean, more sportsmen should do this. More sportsmen should speak out more about, when it comes to mental health, or be a bit more open. But I mean, it is improving a bit. I know with snooker, I'm a snooker fan. Mark Selby's been very open about this with his struggles. I know he had said I think it was depression. He's had some depression, and I spotted that. I must say, I spotted that, and it's not me bragging, saying, hey, I'm right. It was, I could see it in his face. It was a game. I think it was Barry Hawkins, the Masters, and I could just see that Selby was just getting down on the shots, playing them very quickly. Usually a very meticulous guy. I could just kind of pick up from his body language just something wasn't right. And I suppose that's the one thing when we're interacting with people, with family, friends, acquaintances. We can ask, how are you doing? And they'll a lot of the time will say, yeah, fine, I'm good. But you kind of know, the body language, the look on their face, it tells a different story a lot of the time. But it would be great for more sportsmen to be more open, and even maybe work at some of themselves working with mental health charities. And I'm sure a lot of them I'm sure there's sports people out there who do that already. But it'd be good to see more just sports in general, having that association with the mental health charities, and just getting to remove the stigma totally. But there has been a lot of work done, I think, in the past 8 years or so to remove the stigma. But we can't just settle. More work can be done. I just want to say another little something as well, to some guys I know, some lads who I know. So I just want to say to you, guys, I'm not going to keep taking the low road. Going forward, I'm not going to make digs about anybody, any of the other lads. I'm not going to be making digs, with my videos, when I'm talking about certain stuff on here. I'm not going to be making digs in my music. I took a look in the mirror, and, I realized, that I have to do better, be better. And I'd also say this, lads, lads, guys, I think we've all just got to stop picking up low-hanging fruit. I'll leave it at that. I mean, because the thing is, mental health, it's no joke, man. I know that from first-hand experience, and I've had people be quite, cruel to me with comments that they've made. I've had people even say, "Oh, hide your meds," People have said that to me, and you must can only imagine how that made me feel. I mean, that would just make anyone feel like just total shit, you know. And also have family members, they have bipolar bipolar disorder, Um, yeah, I mean it's tough shit, isn't it? It's tough shit. We just have to be more open about our feelings, don't we? And stop with the BS and stop with the egos, I suppose. But we have to really live it as well. We've got to practice what we preach. It's one thing to talk about it, but um, we can speak about mental health and say it's important, and people got to talk about it more. But then what happens though when we're dealing with people who are against us, or people who we feel are against us, and then it's we then go back to we attack these people, we say harsh, we make mean-spirited remarks, and we've all just got to we just got to stop all that, really. I mean, I know I've got to stop with that, and I want to make that change, But I've struggled, but the thing is, I mean, I know there's people there in my corner, these friends that we might not talk every day, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I could go like 3-4 months not talking to a friend, and that's okay. It's not something I take personally. I know they don't take it personally, and it's all good. But in the past, I was about 21 years of age, and I was 21, and I was done. I was crying out for help, yes, but I wanted out of the game, so to speak, and I was hanging out with the wrong crowd of people, but they didn't give a fuck. I could have got run over by a double-decker bus that day. They would have not gave a flying fuck. It really is important to hang around with the right people. Choose your friends carefully. You really have to. Because the people I was hanging around with back then when I was 19 just made me feel like a piece of shit, really, But the thing is, though, you've got people in your corner, friends, family, acquaintances. They'll have your back, and they will be there for you. And really, it's just like what Paddy said, Paddy the Baddy. What did he say at the end? Don't be afraid to talk, guys. Don't be afraid to talk. So those are just my words, my thoughts, my feelings, and yeah, I think I'll last thing I've got to say is God bless Paddy the Baddy. So yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. I hope you could really appreciate where I'm coming from with this, and thanks, guys. See ya.